Welcome back. It is exactly 8:41 a.m. News and Views moving along, and we have Dr. Levy Ndou on telephone. He is a political analyst, and we are going to be talking about the insight into the new MECs for Gauteng. More importantly, just also acknowledging that the DA won't be part of the new MECs. We also know that the DA said that it refuses to be co-opted into the PGU as it believes it should be part of a power sharing partnership and that the party will occupy the opposition benches. So what does this all mean? Very good morning to you, Dr. Levy. Welcome to the program.
Good morning to you this morning. Good morning to all the listeners. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so the DA is talking about becoming a shadow cabinet in Gauteng. How's that going to impact on Gauteng province?
The DA has always been having shadow ministers everywhere. At national level, in most provinces, they always had a shadow cabinet. But my sense is that it's quite unfortunate that the DA could not be part of the governance in Gauteng because of a very simple thing, that they cannot agree on positions. Even if they force themselves and agree on some of the positions, the fact of the matter is that they would have started from a disagreement or disagreeing point of view or departure. And that was still not going to be good for Gauteng. But I think we need to take this as a lesson, South Africans, that our politicians in South Africa don't appear to be matured enough or to be ready enough to be able to work together. And the case in point is what we saw at national level, is what we saw in the Gauteng province.
We understand that the parties have accused each other having negotiated in bad faith. The DA said that it won't be part of the provincial government of unity in Gauteng. And as you've indicated, they've always been a shadow cabinet per se, or being the the opposition, sitting in the opposition benches. That being said, do you think they could still play a very meaningful role as far as the PGU is concerned?
Indeed. The Democratic Alliance has always been a very effective opposition in my view, and they are also very good in ensuring that the executive is always made to account. But I think there are things that are quite important that we need to know, which has also been indicated by Mr. Solomon Simang, that the Democratic Alliance had made a request or a proposal to share the responsibilities in Gauteng only with the ANC. That was their initial arrangement. Mm-hmm. They wanted 5-6 approach, and at the same time, then they backed down to accommodate other political parties. And it appears as if the ANC wanted to accommodate more of other political parties, which created suspicion on the part of the Democratic Alliance. My view is that, and I want to repeat this one, if political parties cannot be able to agree on the simple thing of the allocation of positions, that talks a lot about the cooperation amongst those political parties, and to a certain extent, the seriousness on their part to take their citizens to another level.
Absolutely. How they're going to serve us when they can't get along with each other, simply because they might be power hungry. But be that as it may, my final question then. Lesotho has appointed his cabinet, MECs to the cabinet. Have you had a look at it, and are you comfortable with the choices he's made?
Well, it is an unfortunate situation. Where else was he going to do or to go if the Democratic Alliance is making his life difficult? And
Mm.
at the same time, you and I and the citizens in general have always been putting pressure on Lesotho to appoint his executive. And I think what they decided to do was to look for other smaller parties that they can cooperate with so that they could be able to quickly form a government. Whether it's good for Gauteng or not is something that we still have to wait and see. At a national level, more or less the similar situation was about to happen because there was a point in which the ANC was saying they would rather opt for smaller parties because the Democratic Alliance appears to be pushing for more positions at the expense of other political parties. So this finger pointing that has been going on is something that we should have learned from, and we should in the near future be able to do our things better as South Africans.
And that's where we leave it. Thank you indeed for your time, Dr. Levy Ndou, political analyst, talking about the new MECs for Gauteng. Thank you. God bless and go well.
You're always welcome. Thank you so much.
8:47 News and Views moving along now, and we'll be talking with chairperson of SAMNET, and that, of course, is Dr. Faisal Suleiman, on a very important development as far as Muslim professionals in South Africa are concerned.